Alright, so last night I bought some shrooms and it's my first time doing them. So, I didn't want to do them right away. I bought them at 10 o'clock. I think I did them at 12 o'clock. But in between 11 and 10, I did some coke. So I did the coke and I'm feeling good and I'm getting all hyped up. And then it's like 11:30. Excuse me. Smoke weed too. It was 11:30, and I looked over at my PlayStation and the light was off and I was like, I left that on. So I turned my PlayStation back on and it doesn't turn on. Turns out the thing fucking overheated and burnt out. So yeah, I have no more PlayStation. But enough of that. So come 12 o'clock, I eat like fucking 15 shrooms because I bought like $200 worth of shrooms. Yo, I'm stupid. So I ate like 15 of them. And I wait a good, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes. But in the meantime, I got some munchies because the weed was kicking in. So I ended up doing that. I ate some Doritos and some Mountain Dew. And then I had a Monster Energy drink too. And so I start feeling the effects of the shrooms. They finally kick in. Now, when you do shrooms, I heard this, and it's true because I felt the effects of them. My stomach cramped up, and my eyes started tearing. Like, you don't cry, but your eyes tear. They're still tearing right now. From last night, I did some more right now, so I'm a little tripped out of my mind. But yeah, like, my stomach cramped up, my eyes started tearing, and I was just like, this is gonna be the worst trip ever. So, after that started happening, about, 10 minutes after, this girl calls me up. She's like, hey, you wanna go out, hon? And I was like, why the hell do I wanna go out? I'm trying to stay in the house. I'm high as fuck on shrooms. She's like, can I come over? I wanna do shrooms. So I was like, okay, come over. So she comes over 30 minutes later. I'm passed out on the bed. She rings the doorbell 40 times. Finally, I wake up. I answer the doorbell. It's her and three other girls, and I was like, you said you were coming alone. She said, I never said anything about coming alone or coming with anyone. I was like, fuck it, you three just get in the house. I don't want any trouble because the neighborhood hates me, man. I swear to God, the neighborhood hates me. But anyways, so I give them some shrooms, and they're all chill. And I had just woken up, so I was tripping out my dreams. And so now I'm awake and I'm not dreaming anymore. So I do shrooms, go to sleep, and wake up. That's gonna fuck up your reality, man. That's something you shouldn't do. But I did it, and this is why I'm advising you not to do it. So I did that, and the weird thing was, I felt numb. I don't know why I think it was because of the coke. And, I mixed weed with shrooms and coke. It was just a big disaster. But the story is, it's fucking crazy because the girls start giggling and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck you giggling for? And they're, just laughing, talking, whispering to each other. I'm like, what the fuck? Are they planning to fuck me or something? And, it was just weird because one of them was like, come here, come with me to the bathroom. The girl had heroin. I was like, I don't want to do no heroin. She's like, do you do Molly? I was like, fuck yeah. So I thought it was ecstasy because she said ecstasy, not Molly. She said ecstasy. Turns out it was Molly. I was fucking tripped out of my mind. So I ate some fucking spaghetti after that. I ate a lot of food, man. I ate a lot of food. But I went back to bed. And they were playing on the Nintendo because I had a Nintendo too. Nintendo 64, and they were playing that shit. And, yeah. I woke up to them screaming. And I was like, what are you guys screaming? They're like, we beat the game. And I was like, the fuck, you beat the game? It was fucking Mario Kart. So I was like, big whoop, you beat Mario Kart. And, after I said Mario Kart, something just happened. something clicked in my head. And I have a shopping cart in my backyard that I converted into a go-kart. I took a shopping cart apart. Yeah, so it's like a caged go-kart. So I said Mario Kart. I was like, fuck yeah, I want to go do that. So they're like, do what? And I was like, I got a go-kart in the backyard and I don't use it. And by this time, it's like 2:30 in the morning. So I'm fucking wanting to drive a go-kart in the street at 2:30 in the morning. So I end up doing that and they call the cops. The neighbors called the cops on me. And I ended up getting away in the go-kart. So like I took down some side street and then went through an alleyway with a dumpster and the cops couldn't catch me because they're in the car. I didn't get out of the car, man. They're like, you're in the go-kart, pull over the microphone thing, and I was like, fuck this. So I like drove off. Meanwhile, I left the girls in my house. So I parked the go-kart in like some side alley like 6 blocks away. And I get back to the house. The girls are gone. All my shrooms are gone. All my weed is gone. All my coke is gone. And yeah, that was my night. But the weird thing was this morning when I woke up, under my pillow was a bag of shrooms, weed, and coke. So they didn't steal it all. I had a backup stash. But I'm like really tripped out right now. I'm really tired. I didn't get no sleep last night. I slept a couple times, like I said, but in the main after like 2:30, I didn't after like the whole cop chase thing. I didn't get no sleep. So that's my story on shrooms and mixed with coke and weed. And maybe next time I'll just do shrooms by themselves. But yeah, that's my story. So Hamuz off.